Hi there, Virgo. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl. We're looking at March 28th through April 3rd. So we're into the fourth month of the year already. 2016 is flying by. So, Virgos, this week the planets are taking it easy. Everyone has been through the ringer a little bit, especially with that lunar eclipse last week in your second house of self esteem, self worth, and money. Now, this week, Mercury, the Sun, and Uranus, the planet of the unexpected, Mercury, of course, your ruler, are all in Aries. Now, for you, Aries is your eighth house of joint resources and investments, and how you use money with other people, and how it can often come between you and your other half, your partner, simply because money and money talk and money issues can really be sensitive. People can feel very like you're trying to say that they're not putting in enough money, or they're not paying their way. And as you get older and as you start dating people who may have children, who may have elderly parents that they take care of, that means money is not coming into the household, it's going out of the household, especially if you don't have children or elderly parents or student loans for people in America. So it can get very tricky. And I know that money and sex are the two things that break couples up more than anything else. So with planetary activity in your eighth house of intimacy and joint resources, this is definitely a time when you have to try and talk things through. There's no point storming off to your separate rooms or sleeping on couches or with your back turned with pillows down the middle and all that sort of business. That's so childish and it's not doing anything. It's just eroding the intimacy. It's very hard sometimes to come back from that. I have clients who have slept in separate bedrooms for 4 years of their 6-year marriage because they just don't want to have sex with each other. And I mean, I'm not a therapist, so I can't help with all that too much. But when they tell me these things, they're basically roommates. So as long as that works for them, I guess. But it seems a sad state of affairs, and it's basically because they've been fighting. They've been fighting over the amount of sex they have or they don't have, or they've been fighting over money. Money and sex together are a lethal combination for anyone who's ever had a drag down fight with anyone over both things. So really try to tie up any loose ends, use that energy of the lunar eclipse to make sure that you're not overreacting to anything. Thanks so much, Virgos. Great speaking to you, and I'll speak to you again next week.